which was reported by one Patrick Mbugwa, a security guard at Harmony Plaza. 6 students of university students entered at the apartment. Well, later in apartment at 11th floor, room number 7L75, and they started playing guitar and dancing, Your Honor, of which he went and warned them that they stopped making the noise. Later, Your Honor, the same they came out of the house, the said room, Your Honor, they proceeded to their town within Ngara. While still on duty, the same guard, he had a big bang. Upon moving to where he had that sound, Your Honor, he found the body of one Lorna Kathambi Karani, aged 23 years, a 4th-year student at Daystar University, lying dead on the ground. Your Honor, since he's the guard, security guard at the gate, Your Honor, he had earlier identified all the respondents whom were in a company of the deceased, Your Honor. That's when he made a report to police. Police rushed to the scene and found actually the body was lying at the ground floor. Investigation started. Your Honor, police proceeded to the house of the first respondent who has hosted them, and he found he was asleep in a company of 50 respondents, Your Honor. The search was conducted. Immediately, we managed to recover clothes of the deceased, mobile phone, make Nokia, plus the ID card and rings. And, Your Honor, they lead us to another room where we went and found the other respondents. And, Your Honor, the investigation began, Your Honor. Focusing on that, Your Honor, since it is an incident which occurred and due to the 24 hours, Your Honor, and this is the life of a person that has gone, Your Honor, I'm humbly seeking for the custodian orders so that we can detain the 7, whereby, Your Honor, we'll be able to cover some areas, e.g. the CCTV footage, which will require our personnel from DCI headquarters to extract, which will guide us for the events of the movement and what transpired, Your Honor. Second, Your Honor, is we'll have to forward their phones to the cybercrime to establish if there was any conflicts between them. Since, Your Honor, this is the life of a person, and after she was found dead, no one was there, or no one had reported either to police or the management. Further, Your Honor, we'll be able to trace the family and where the late, she was, as it said that she's a student at Daystar University at the river. since she was not a tenant of the place where she was found. Yaona? Again, to that process, if you grant us orders for 10 days, Your Honor, working days, so that we can cover, since even the body of the deceased had injuries in the shoulder parts. As well as, Your Honor, we record the statement of other witnesses. Your Honor, if the 7 respondents be given a bundle cash bail, Your Honor, since where they were arrested is a rental houses, Your Honor, there might be flight risk, where will be a burden to trace them. Your Honor, for all that, I'm seeking for the 10 days, working days, Your Honor, so that I can be able to complete my investigation. Thank you.
In leaving the party, the deceased slipped and fell, and the fall proved fatal. Falling from 12th floor, Your Honor, you would expect that the deceased suffered substantial injuries, so even the injury on the shoulder or neck will be part of the injuries that will occur when someone falls from that height. First thing I would like to say, Your Honor, is that the respondents are traumatized by the event. They have never experienced something like that in their life. So as we speak, they are totally traumatized. And after arrest, all of them have recorded statements with the police of what transpired. In fact, the statements were recorded in the absence of their advocates or even their guardians. Your Honor, the investigating officer has identified in the affidavit 3 things that have not been completed. One is identifying the body. The other one is recording a statement from the administrator, Daystar University. And the other one is to analyze the phones and the CCTV. You know, those are all matters that are not capable of being interfered with by the respondents. They already have their phones. The investigating office team has their phones. They have already corrected the CCTVs. And therefore we believe that there will be no interference by the respondents in that process. Your Honor, will note that all of them are students and they are doing remedial classes as a result of the lecturer strikes in preparation for their...
So, Daystar University? Or they are striking Daystar?
The deceased is the one who is from Daystar University. The rest are from Kenyatta University.
All of you are from which university? Which university are you?
Kenyatta.
You?
From Kenya.
Kenyatta University.
Technical University.
You? You? Huh?
UKU.
And you? Which one?
So quite a bit of them that are doing their exams very soon, and they are doing remedial classes. Your Honor, specifically the second respondent has had a liver transplant. and is on strict medication and other regimes of observation, and will be very greatly prejudiced if he is held in custody for long. So, Your Honor, what we are saying is that these are all students who have parents. Most of the parents are in court and their guardians, and therefore they are not a flight risk. As soon as the parents were informed, they traveled from different parts of the country to be with them, and they are before you. We therefore pray, Your Honor, that you will release them on bail with directions that they be released to their parents and they be reporting to the investigating officer maybe once every 2 days, so that then they are able to also undertake their studies. The parents will guarantee that they are available when and if needed, and the investigations can be concluded safely, because they don't have the capacity to interfere with the remaining part of the investigations. I know my learned senior has got something special to say. I would rather want to conclude, Your Honor. Thank you.
Balance the relief as against the investigation which the IO is addressing the court on. I particularly agree with the fact that statements have already been written, and that the learned application from the IO, for example, speaks of the CCTV, that they would be wanting to look at the CCTV, and it is my submission to this court that the CCTV is something that really can be looked on without any further ado, as against students who are not yet charged but suspects and who are having exams to deal with. I also emphasize the fact that being students, they are known where they go to colleges, and that the issue of disappearing to thin air, Your Honor, humbly cannot arise. Your Honor, I wish to say that the youth of this country are the future of this country. Therefore, I'm persuading you to see the importance of them going on with their classes so that they can do their exams. But more so, Your Honor, I wanted to talk about the accused number 7. No, the suspect. Yes, I'm sorry. The suspect. The respondent number 7 as a small child. A baby that she lives with, a baby she drops at school, child who is under 3 years old. So she goes to college, and in the evening she picks up the baby from school. So I'm persuading this court. She goes to a school in Westland, not Westlands, Gachie, the side of Gachie. The baby daycare. The baby is under 3 years old. Yeah, so for her to go to college, she has to drop the baby, then pick the baby in the evening. So I'm persuading you, Your Honor, that you consider the fact that there's a small child who will also suffer if the seventh accused continues to be detained. So having said that, Yana, I also confirm, without wasting the court's time, that the parents and the guardians of these students are in court. And even if Your Honor ordered that these students appear at the police station every single day so that they can also be able to accomplish the other side of their life, the education, then that will be it. Your Honor, therefore, I'm persuaded, and I wish to persuade this court, that the balance of this argument rests on the fact that you kindly give them a chance to be able to go to school, and the seventh respondent to be able to go and take care of a child. So I don't know whether my learned friend has something to add, but that's my humble submission.
Dennis, good afternoon. Monsieur, good afternoon. I want to see your demeanor. None of you is standing up.
Yeah, it's deeply saddening.
Come again?
It's deeply saddening.
That's it? Did you know her?
Yes.
Are you in the same campus?
No.
Which campus was she in?
Daystar.
Anybody from Daystar? None? What puts you all together?
She had come to see me and Candy.
Candy's number 5. Yes?
I know her from primary school in class 4.
So you and Candy married? That's what I wanted to trigger. So when you say she came to see you and Candy, you live together?
No.
So how?
She initially come to see Candy.
Mm-hmm.
And then Candy informed me she was coming. Since I know her, we go together.
You?
Since I know her, we go together.
You go together?
We got together. Like we met up.
She's your friend also. The deceased was your friend. So what I'm asking for all of you, what gelled you together? Is there something, is there a club, is there something that you all do together?
Oh, we had a small party.
You're celebrating?
Nothing in it.
But you were drinking. All of you. So each of you, I want you to give me one benefit of drinking. That will be part and parcel of my consideration. I will start with Wendy. But I've been told you have a small baby 3 years old, so I want you to tell me one benefit of drinking.
I can't seem to find one because personally I don't drink.
So when you're in the party, what were you up to?
I had been asleep and I was woken up, and the next thing I knew I was...
You're asleep. Is that your house?
No.
So where is this child when you're asleep in this other house?
My child was staying over at my parents' house.
Okay, so what counsel is saying has been drowned down by what she has said. Now go to Austin Ochen, give me one benefit of drinking.
I also can't seem to find a benefit of drinking.
And I speak to you now as a mother, not as a magistrate. Okay? You also don't see anything. And do you stay in that house? You don't. That is Austin Ochen. That is then Precious Kelly Mutembei.
I can't find one benefit of drinking, but at the same time I was not at the party.
Oh, you're not at the party. So where were you arrested?
They found me sleeping in Karuki's house.
So where was this party?
It was at Luis's house.
Louis Osiro?
Yeah.
So you were not at the party, but people were sleeping at Louis's house.
No, I was sleeping in Karuki's house.
Are you neighbors?
Yeah.
Louis and Kayuki are neighbors. So you were arrested in two different houses.
Yes.
So amongst you, who was drunk? That is Ali Kabwana?
Yes.
You were drunk.
Yes. We had come from a party earlier,
Okay.
from an event. That's where we had taken the alcohol.
And?
That's where we had taken the alcohol
Okay.
before coming.
So parents, we send you money, you decide to take it. Now, Dennis Karaoke Gitonga, are your parents here? Anybody for Dennis Karaoke Gitonga? Wewe ni mzazi?
Yes.
Na wewe ni? Older brother. What would you want to tell Dennis? I am not writing. At this stage, I am a parent. I am not writing because there are things that can only be said to children sometimes when saa zingine tunasema watoto wametushinda. So today I just talk to, as an elder brother talk to you. Counsel, I don't want any discussion now. Allow me to talk to these children as mine.
Thank you.
Mama, we are just...
Yeah, I don't want anything happening. Allow me to talk. Or alternatively, I'll send everybody out. Nikae na watoto
No,
wangu.
that's okay.
That is the other choice I can make. I don't want
Yes.
any disturbances.
Yes.
Though sometimes we say watoto wametushinda. So sometimes I want them to hear from their parents. Because I know they are at a very bad space now. As parents. Okay?
Okay.
So as a big brother, what would you want to tell Karaoke? We are not judging them. We are just giving them...
I was just calling the guardian, one of them.
No, madam,
But
please,
proceed.
allow me to proceed with my session.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. What would you want to tell him as a big brother?
Well,
And we are not judging them.
yes.
One thing they say, though, from a party, what we are hearing from councils, they have to go back to school. So I'm balancing in between the party and going back to school, which was more. And I know you're all shocked because you knew they were in school. So what would you want to say to Karaoke?
Well, I would say first and foremost, discipline is important.
No, if you feel that they have been wrongly been arrested, it is okay. Unless there's we are not even saying that they are wrong because it's investigations, but you heard what the IO has said. Now, I want to get the mitigating factor from what councils have said.
Okay, I would say to my young brother that discipline is important and you must be careful not to overindulge. You must know that there are consequences to any action that you take. I know it's quite sad. It's shocking to me as well because I've never been in such a scenario before. I was just asking to have strength at the moment, and I trust that God will be done. But in all these endeavors he has, to understand that he needs to focus on what took him to school. And I believe that's all I can say at the moment. Yes.
Okay, Baba mzazi. When ni Baba? Talk to him. And we are not judging them, we just want words of anything, good or bad, to the respective, because I've been told parents and guardians are here. Speak up so that he can hear.
Yes, because previously, that was on Saturday, and talked to him in the morning, and very well was well. Later the following day, that was yesterday, I thought that just after the one called him, that they were around to call the family. So what I was finding, because actually, those are the things I've always been preaching to me, that these things when they are in school, being patterns, they have to be very careful. Especially when they have, I've always been telling them to be very careful about people. Don't do all about the alcohol. Shouldn't be thinking about himself for the life of school. That's what I have always been telling. And you remember when one time he confessed to me. Actually, yes, it's going to do something. And even together, and he told me that him and their format will not be. So actually, I was even completely shocked about it.
Eric, umesikia hiyo? That is your father? Unamjua? Kabisa ni mzazi? Na huyu ni ndugu yako mkubwa? Unamjua? And what they are saying is true. I am kind chini. Any person?
Very sorry personally for the loss of life for one person. I actually have been telling you for a very long time that your actions have consequences, however innocent they are. And he's also ailing, as somebody said. I'll be surprised that he was taking the alcohol. I'll be surprised because I know he doesn't take.
Louis, were you taking alcohol?
No.
You're sure?
But Louis, you have to do some soul searching. You really have to do some soul searching. And whatever happened, we leave it to the investigating team. But it is unfortunate somebody has lost his her life, something which could have been avoided. We really have to do some soul searching and change the way we do things. But you can see what your actions you did, what you was very innocent, has now turned out that somebody has lost her life. So you really have to do some soul searching and pray to God for forgiveness. That's all.
Is there anything you would want to tell your father? Lucy Mora, any parent for these persons who have come for them? I'm also looking at the demeanor and the remorse to balance. I think that's what you're asking, to balance, but it's unfortunately. And then again, do you have any parents for the late in court? She's called Lorna Kathambi Karani. So the parents are yet to be informed. Is that what you say, Dayo?
They were informed.
So they have not, they are yet to come to Nairobi.
Yeah, yesterday his uncle.
Lucy, yes, wewe ni nani wake?
Uncle.
Is there anything you'd want to tell her? Yes. Speak up so that they can hear you.
think we have learned from what happened yesterday. We should ask God forgiveness. Because we as parents, we knew we were scared. The evening we were called about what happened yesterday. So, I'm really disappointed. But God knows what. And we should not continue to ask forgiveness.
Lucy, what did you want to? That's why I told you to stand up. There's no remorse. You have nothing to tell him.
To him, but
To him, you have nothing to tell him. Ama he was waiting to come to Nairobi because you had a problem. You know, I'm here like your mother now, not as a magistrate. There's nothing to tell him.
I'm sorry about what happened. We will focus on what brought us to Nairobi.
Okay, wait, just sit down. Uncle Ali Kabwana.
Can I say something, Lorna? I doesn't know. My uncle, I have to give you a piece of advice. Your dad is my cousin. You may not know this. We need to focus.
Ali Kabwana.
Mimi mzazi nasema, yani watoto wote wengine wanaibisha. Sema kweli. Hapa ndipo sisi nitakuja vizuri kutoka nisikie maneno, maana yake linamshona. Shona yeye imelipa. Hata sielewi kutoka damu.
Pole mama.
Pole. Ile bichi. Wewe wakuambiwa kitu juu ya mtoto wako ukasema nuru. Mbona? Kama mzazi sitaki kuapa. Lakini inauma sana, inauma. Mkubwa, mdogo wake anamuuliza ma, amfanyaje? Alikafanyaje? Nashindwa kumjibu mtoto. Utamjibu vipi?
Pole
wakati hajaona kitu chochote kafanya mbaya huyu mtoto wako. Hajaikutana na kesi yoyote kama hiyo. Hata nikitoka hapa na atakwenda kuniuliza mama, kwenda kotini alikafanyaje? Sijui nitamwambia vipi. Sielewi.
Ali utaambia mama nini?
I'm actually remorseful, first and foremost. The deceased family is not here, but those are the ones I like to tell them if they were. Secondly, I'm to my mom.
Mom, Katie, mama.
I'm so sorry because she didn't expect this. I had told her before that I was going to the event, though.
Who were you people that?
Railway Museum.
What was happening there?
There was an event. An event, a musical event that was happening there.
And there was liquor there?
Yeah, there was liquor in the event.
So mkakunywa huko?
Yes.
Ile pesa kidogo wazazi wanatumia mkaenda mkakunywa. Precious Candy, Jembe. Anybody for Precious? As a parent, like look at them as your parents or your guardians.
First of all, I'm really sad that Lorna passed. She was my high school best friend, and I don't even know what to say in regards to like the drinking and the event, because I was not there for that. I suffer from MDD, so I don't like staying alone. So when I came back to my place, I went to sleep at Kali's because that's...
What is the MDD?
Major depressive disorder.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really enjoy staying alone, so that's why I was sleeping at Kali's. And yeah, I still cannot believe she's gone. And I'm really sorry to her family. I'm really sorry to all the parents here for our actions. But drinking and the partying is genuinely something we need to look at.
Is there anybody I've not given a chance to speak up?
Reason is something. It is very unfortunate, Your Honor.
Still in my position as a mother, you are not allowed to beat. Because I don't think there is any parent here who gives money to drink. Is that true? That's why all your parents are shocked. And worse still, we have lost a life, just as all your parents have said. Not because the person was unwell, but because you did something which was uncalled for. I don't know if you realize the consequences. Do you realize the consequences?
Yes.
Do you all realize the consequences?
Yes, we do.
So the drinking can continue? The one with a young child, you even did not sleep with your child, counsel is pleading for you?
And I can only imagine what staying away and what it would mean if I came home and I heard that something like that would have happened to her.
That is why you've been told to reflect. Okay? Because it's never going to be business as usual. You also need counseling. You need to face the family of the deceased. What I hear him say is they're investigating murder. It's not even manslaughter. I'm doing this, and I repeat, as a mother, not as a magistrate where I sit. Because I can also put myself in all what your parents have said. It can't be the same again. It cannot. You need to sit down, you need to reflect. Prosecution.
The investigating officer in this matter has given compelling reasons to warrant you allowing the application. Your Honor, as you retire to make your ruling, I would urge you to consider the following. Your Honor, number one, carries severe penalties under the law. The victim lost her life in the company of all the 7 respondents before court. Your Honor, in a rejoinder of what the defense is telling you, 4 of the respondents were found sleeping, and they were all drunk in one room. The investigating officer is informing me that, contrary to what you've been told, the 7th respondent does not have a child. That assertion is not true. Your Honor, on the morning of the incident when the respondents were arrested, there you have asked that they were all drunk. Your Honor, as detailed in his supporting affidavit, the compelling reasons that the IU has advanced and what he has informed this court, there are crucial witness statements that are yet to be recorded. What is recorded so far are the statements from the suspects. Your Honor, the IU has also advanced in detail compelling reason that there is great risk of interference with witnesses or evidence in the event that the respondents are released before investigations are concluded. Your Honor, all the respondents have no fixed place of abode. They stay in residential apartments, and there is risk that there may be flight risks in case they are released when investigations are not concluded. And given the nature of this case, Your Honor, this would provide a strong incentive for them to escape the jurisdiction of this honorable court. Your Honor, there is also need for protection of the respondents and for public safety, and we humbly submit that the 10 days requested by the IO is sufficient and reasonable for him to conclude these investigations. We humbly pray, Your Honor.
Of the, now the parents who are here, how long can that take you? We want to now engage. Having had a candid discourse in open court with all parties involved, under the circumstances, all the respondents being held for 7 days at Parklands Police Station will have a mention before this particular court on the first day of November 2025.
December. December. First November. December.
1st of December.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Take you to university, and that's the only thing they can give you. I don't know if you have, ama parents here wako na pesa sana kuwagawia shamba. Council Kinanjui?
Yes, Your Honor.
How big is your farm?
You know, when I look at them, most of my kids are this age, and
That
it's
is
quite
it.
disappointing. Yes.
Yeah, that is where,
Yes.
where I am. I'm also feeling it.
I'm feeling it.
I'm feeling it
I
because
have
I'm
a
imagining, you see, the only thing most parents do right now is to take loans to take it to school. Then this, you had that mom crying because hakuna shamba ya kuwapatia, niyo masomo peke yake is what these parents can give you. It's the only thing nobody can steal from you once you attain that degree. I'm yet to hear in court that somebody has stolen somebody's degree. Councils, have you heard that? Kila mtu anatembea na degree kwa? Hasa you don't want to get that. Have a support team, wazazi. The next 7 days, just talk to them. Breathe in and out. I know it is not easy, but it's not the worst because you have a bigger, there's that parent who has literally lost the child. So just have the support. Na nyinyi pia, and still have a session with all of you when I'm not sitting. Nanielewa? Is there anything you tell your parents as it is right now? Una kitu mugesema? We are not saying that you did it, but you are there because there is something that has happened and not a good thing. Is there anybody who say anything? Yes.
Well, I didn't disorder for